Ruski's Crypto Cave. I'm out here in the shed, just reevaluating some things. Let's give a look at the power usage. We got the green breaker at 5600, red one at 5600, and 4300 on the blue breaker. Because if you've seen any of my previous videos, pretty much everything in here is mining a lithium, except for the 2080 Ti's. Those are actually still on Pyron for whatever reason. It seems like it's one of the more profitable coins to mine. And I'm just mining it directly to Trade Ogre, selling it to USDT, and then buying either NeurAI, Core AI, or even some Dynex. I did crank down the power on the 104. That is currently running at 90 terahash at probably about 23 to 2400 watts, somewhere around that range. The S19K Pro is running at about 95 terahash. No, the S19K Pro Plus is at 195 terahash. This is the Pro Plus. Sorry, I keep getting shit mixed up. S19K Pro, that is running at 130 terahash, right around 3000 watts. The Pro Plus is running at 95 terahash. And then the Ice River KS2 is still hashing away on stock firmware. And the Mini Doge is still running, didn't shut it off yet. It's probably breaking even if I'm lucky. More likely losing 5 to 10 cents a day, which I'll probably shut down. I was even considering, that's part of the reason for this video too, is like, do I shut that down and turn on my other little mini box miner, or shut them both down? And the other thing is, the recent price of Kadena, is it worth turning this bad boy back on? Because it's got about 51, 52 terahash at about 2000 watts on low power mode, and at about 3000 watts, it was right around 70 to 71 terahash. On full power mode, so not quite as efficient. But I was debating about, do I turn these back on? And then the other conundrum I run into is if I do turn that back on, as you see, that breaker's full, that breaker's full. That one's got about 1300 watts left. So that means I don't have the power to run it, so I can't turn it on. So what do I do? One of the things I was thinking about doing, obviously not going to shut off the Casper miner, that one's staying running. Of my 3 Bitcoin miners, the J Pro Plus, the K Pro, and the 104 J Pro, even after the halving, the only one I think I'll definitely still be running is going to be the K Pro, because that's the most efficient. So that will definitely still be running. So one of my thoughts is send this away for hosting. Maybe contact Hawk at Terra Hosting and have it hosted down there, and I guess their facilities out in Kansas, and have it shipped out there and hosted there. That is an option, and then that will free up about 3000 watts, I believe, on the green breaker, which will make plenty of room to turn the iBeLink on, which then I can turn this on and off as it's profitable and not profitable, and so on and so forth. With the recent pump at Kadena, this is now profitable. The other day, like a day or two ago, I checked when it was pumping. It was probably making about $350 a day. When we go inside, we'll hop on a computer and see exactly where it is. And just for shits and giggles, I'll double check the KD Box Pro. Not the KD Box 2, that's the original KD Box Pro. So that's 2.6 terahash at about 230 watts. I'll check to see if that's profitable or not at my new 10.6 cent electric rate, which is only for a month, and it's going to go probably to 12, unless I can negotiate something lower. So enough talking out here. Let's go inside and hop on a computer and see if it's worth turning this bad boy on or not. Alrighty, we're back inside on the computer, and I'm going to change this to 10.6. That is probably the KD Max, I guess, by Gold Shell is what that power rating's at. But let's try the little KD Box Pro here first. That is at 2.6 terahash, 230 watts. My electric rate, not even taking pool fees into account or anything. And that is a negative, losing 15 cents a day. So that is definitely not worth running. And let's go to 51 terahash. I'm going to say 2100 watts just to be safe. It's probably like 2050, 60, somewhere around there. It's not quite 2100, but it's gonna be close enough. But that'll give me some headroom. Same power rate. Yeah, $3.19 a day profitable, even after that my new electric rate. It's my old rate, $6 a day. Damn, that'd be nice. Let's go back to 10.6. Yeah, so we got 319 on low power mode. Let's say 70, say 3100 watts. It's technically more profitable even on full hash rate mode. So I'm kind of in a dilemma where out of power, I'd either have to add a breaker, run everything at home, or maybe even ship out the S19K Pro, because with hosting contracts, I'm guessing it'll be for at least a year. So I'll do a 1 year, and that's about the only one I could foresee running for a year. I'd like the flexibility of if the 104 terahash and the Pro Plus are not profitable, that I can just turn them off and not have to worry about them being at a hosting facility or off site. That's one of the nice things about having a shed. I can just turn things on and off as I please. Whereas when it's hosted, if I'm going to pay for a contract and lock into a hosting agreement, might as well use it. So after the halving, I could see even the K Pro might not even be the most profitable item to run. So, but it's going to be much more profitable than, or much less of a loss than what the 104 terahash and the Pro Plus is going to be, unless we have a significant pump in Bitcoin price, but which can't really tell. So I have to figure that out. But what I'm thinking about right now is what's going through my head is to have the K Pro hosted, and then I could turn this Kadena miner on and off at home here as it's profitable, and if it turns non-profitable, then I can just shut it off, which is just turning it off in the shed. Whereas I don't even know if anybody would host this iBeLink, but don't want to ship this one out and get this one hosted. I'd rather have the flexibility of this one being at home and be able to turn this one on and off as I please. But it's even down to $3.15. But, and I did see in some videos, I think it was on Terahash Tuesday last night, they were talking about the Kadena Mining Club having to turn off a bunch of their miners because the Bitmain KA3s do not like to run in the cold. This one thing is iBeLink. This is one of the first full-size ASICs I purchased. This was running all through last winter. I got it in December, I think, of last year. And I did turn it off the last few months just because it wasn't really profitable, but there was a nice price increase with Kadena, which actually, let's go to CoinGecko here. KAD. Yeah, $1.42, up to 15% today. Yeah, so that's running pretty well. Can't complain. The last 7 days, up around 80 cents, and then right around Merry Christmas, had a nice little pump. Hit a high of $1.56, and then currently, it's at $1.42. So that is making it more profitable to run. So it actually might be worth turning that machine on, but I don't have the power available right now to do so. So I'd have to figure out how to free up some power. Which, either add another breaker, which would need a new sub panel, because the sub panel that I have for the shed is 100 amp. I'd have to make it like a 150 or so. So I'd have to have a new sub panel installed, and there'd be a whole lot of work required. Which I don't know if I want to go into that. So it might be easier to just get the one Bitcoin miner hosted, and then it frees up some power in the shed that I could turn the equipment on and off, switch algorithms, that type of thing. Because right now I'm pretty much all low power algorithms that if I need to switch to, like, say, Kapow or something like that, I may not even be able to switch everything over just because I don't have the room available on the breakers. So I'd like to have some stuff freed up. But that's what we're looking at right now. When I figure out exactly what I'm going to do or where I'm going to host, if I'm going to host, which I'm leaning that direction right now, and I'm going to do some research on that, because I did just get off work at 3 o'clock, so I got some time to screw around and
do some research and figure out where and if I'm going to host it, which I'm leaning towards just doing it with Terra. Honestly, even if they're not the cheapest, but it's rather deal with community members than complete strangers. So, but we'll work on that. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.